And good afternoon, teacher. And now I'm going to talk about to present the unit 2. Um, is about the study habits and how they differently influence our academic life. And to think the important to understand that the study habits are the routines and strategies we use learn depending on whether these habits are good or bad, or academic results can improve or get worse. Many times we think that studying a lot in the note, but in really the what matters most is who we study. In this unit, we started reading that asked for very important questions to help us reflect on the way we study. And the first question was whether you have enough time to finish our homework in a single day. And this make you think about times organized. Many times we leave everything to the last moment, and then we feel the stress for pressures. And the second question say if we spend a lot of time in study but still get a bad grades. This helps us understand that study many hours does not always mean study well. It is important use to right techniques and stay focus. And the third question is what about having problems concentrating class? Well, today this is very common because of distractions such as cell phones, social media, or noise. Yeah, and the and the last question asked if we leave school activities until the last minute. This called procrastination. And this is one of the most common problems among students. After reflecting on these questions, the text gave us several recommendations and workshops to improve our study habits. One of first recommendations was to choose our classes carefully. It is important to make responsible decisions and think about your academic goals. We're also encouraged to ask teacher and counselors for help when we have difficulties. Asking for help is not something negative, and on contrary, it's show interesting in learning. Another important recommendation is to develop good study skills, such as taking notes, summary information, and reviewing regularly. Um, the text also mentions the importance of staying active, having a good diet, sleep well, and exercise help our brain work better and improve concentration. And this very for the healthy also. And yeah, of course, one of most important points is time management. Organize your activities and planning with to study helps reduce stress and improve our results. In this, we also learned that some bad habits directly affect our grades. The most important ones are procrastination and multitasking. Procrastination means leave the task for late. Many times we think we have time, but in the end we done everything quickly and without quality. Multitasking and other part means the thing to the many things at the same time. For example, study while using the cell phone or watching TV. Even though we think we are saving time, or concentration desert and we learn less. For that reason, the text recommends some simple habits can help you improve, organize or task in advantage, or avoid distraction while study. And other can we is study in a quiet place. Other so is do activities on the time. Yeah, another important topics in this unit was inference. Inference means understanding something that is not said directly. In other words, we interpret the hidden meanings to speaking's intention. For example, when someone asks a question, they do not always want a direct answer. Something they also want to express their opinion or start conventional. That is why it is important to listen carefully before answering and think about the speaker's intention. And we also learn how to express disagreement polite in a conversation and use phrase I don't agree with you, and other can be I don't sure, and another I have a different opinion than with you. And the same expression are important because they all allowed used to create discussion and share different points of view respectfully. And in grammar, we review the simple present tense. This tense is used to talk about habits and routines. For example, I study every day, or I do my homework in afternoon. Yeah, are very simple. And in pronunciation, we learn about stress and under stress word. The stress itself is pronounced louder and longer, with help listening to the important words. And this is especially important when giving presentation. The correctly use of voice can make the audience interested or lose attention. For this reason, to give a good presentation, we should speak clearly and loudly. Other can be pronounced word correctly. Others speak fluently and practice before presentation to avoid mistakes. Um, to conclude, in this unit, tells us that having good studies habits not only improves our grades, but also reduces stress and helps us learn more effectively. If we organize our time, about directions, and practice good study techniques, we can achieve better academic results. Now I could like to talk about what I personally think about the study habits and how they affect students. In my opinion, study habits are one of the most important factors for academic success. Many students believe that intelligence indicates the word grades, but I think that discipline and organize are more ever important with this. As students with the good habits can achieve great results, even if learning is sometimes difficult. Yeah, so from my perspective, one of the biggest problems students face today in procrastination. Many youth leave works on jobs until the last minute. We often think we have plenty of time, but suddenly the lines arrive and we feel stressed and overwhelmed. And I believe procrastination creates unnecessary pressures, prevent us from doing our best work. Another problem I think is very common in distraction, especially because of technology, cell phones, social media, and video games. Take a lot of our attention, something me try to study while checking our phone, listen to music, or watching TV at the same time is like chaotic. And personally, I think it is a mistake because our brain cannot focus in many things at the same time. When we multitasking, we actually learn less. And I also that time management is a skill that every student should learn. When we organize our time, everything becomes easier. We feel less stress, we sleep better, and we have more free time. In my opinion, planning your task and study little by little every day is much better than study many hours in one night and your brain it have nothing. And another important idea for me asking for help is something students feel afraid or embarrassed to ask teachers questions. So I think asking questions show responsibility and interest in learning. Teachers are there to help us, and we should take advantage of that support. And I also think that having a positive attitude is very important. We believe that we can improve. We will be more motivation to study. But if we think we are not capable, we made start theory, confidence, and motivation play a big role in learning. In addition, I believe that good study habits are not only used for school, they are skilled for life, being organized, responsible, and disciplined, which helps in using university, at work, or and in our future's career. Personally, I think that a small change can make a big difference. For example, studying a quiet place, or can we make a shuttle and avoid distractions, and doing homework on time. And this simple habit can improve our performance and reduce stress. In the conclusion, I believe that good with the study habits are essential for success. They help you learn better, feel more confident, and achieve our goals. Yeah, if we start improving our habits today, we can create a better future for ourselves. Well, now strategies and I help avoid the procrastination or the multitasking. And first, I'm organize my time with a quick list schedules where I write down my classes, my job, and a specific time to study. Having a plan to help me visualize my responsibilities and avoid leaving everything for the last moment. And the second, and I divided big tasks into small steps. When an assignment looks very difficult, it easy postpone it. But when break into smaller parts, it become more manageable, and I can make progress little by little. And in every time, I record my goals and in the same it is for my future, for my career, and I have a more responsibility, disciplined, and persistent. Every day is a new challenge, but also as opportunity to grow and improve for your future, for you themselves. And yeah, thank you for attention.